Hello and welcome back to the deep dive into phonetic reading with silent telephony. This is part 2. In part 1, we talked about how phonetic reading with silent telephony began, and we talked about how our dyslexics learn to read, write, and spell. And now we're going to talk about what do you get with phonetic reading with silent telephony as their teacher. What do you get? Well, the first thing, and the thing that I think is the most powerful of all, is if you have dyslexic children, you get relief. You are relieved because you know they will learn to read, write, and spell, and they will do it easily, and they will have fun doing it. All of our data shows that 100% of our children have learned to read, write, and spell and had fun doing it. And most of them, almost all of them, profoundly dyslexic, and many of them were non-readers. So we know if you are a mother, father of children who are dyslexic, you will feel that relief. And you will feel the fun of being able to teach reading and writing and spelling in the most fun way of all. It's fun for them and it's fun for you. And another thing is, when they start to learn to read, they begin to really move fast. And even if they're dyslexics, it doesn't take them 6 years to be on a 6th grade reading level. Usually it's about 2 years to be on a 6th grade reading level, and that's if they are profoundly dyslexics. So your non-dyslexics speed through, like our little 1st grader ending up 1st grade reading on a 6th grade level. Of course, she wasn't reading 6th grade books, but she can read anything she wants to about any animal she wants to. She is free to read, and that's another thing for you. You're free to just explore science and social studies with them. And reading is easy. It's not a process when they are exploring other subjects. So, okay, let's take a look at what you get when you purchase phonetic reading with silent telephony for your reading, writing, and spelling program, preschool through high school. It's your whole program. That's the other thing you get. You never have to think about any other reading and writing and spelling program for any of your kids at all. It's the one. So here's what you're getting. I'll do this sort of slow. So you're getting 14 books, 14 parts that take you through everything in learning to read, write, and spell. It takes you through phonemic awareness, all of the phonics skills, and there is a common word component, like a sight word component, that goes with it because they are learning to write the very minute they're starting to learn to read. They're reading and they are writing together. You're also getting posters like this one. There's a set of 30 plus posters. Every concept has a poster that goes with it. It's a very integral part of the whole lesson where they are able to see something in bright colors. They talk about it, they understand it. In this case, they're acting it out. And then another powerful component for our dyslexics and all of our children is they are drawing it. They draw them. So they have their posters, you have your set of books 1 through 14, you have your posters. You also have My Awesome Grandmother, which is the picture book that begins consonant diagraphs. It has wonderful illustrations by the artist Brandon Hurley. It's very creative, it's very imaginative, and it gets them going and to understand just how magical consonant digraphs are. So that's what you have. You have parts 1 through 14, which is preschool through high school. And you have the posters, and you have everything that you need to teach them. And right now, again, though, it's 50% off. let's take a even deeper dive into what you're going to get in each booklet in Phonetic Reading with Silent Elephant E. One of the things to know is when we wrote it for you. We wrote it for you. We wrote it so it was easy to teach with, that no one was going to struggle with teaching with Silent Elephant E. We wrote it so that classroom teachers can use it, homeschoolers can use it, tutors can use it. So we wrote it for a wide variety, but it's still easy for you to use. So let me share one of the things. So this is part 4. You will find lots of information there that is about dyslexia. It's about learning to read. It's about reading. There's a lot of information for you personally. And there's a lot of information for you as you start to teach. It's going to guide you along the way. So we call it cookbook directions. We have cookbook directions. You have everything that you need there. Just like you're going to get a recipe and it says, cook this long, add this to this, so it's the same thing. So you start with, in this case, this is the introduction to consonant digraphs, and it gives you advanced preparation. And then it tells you the prior knowledge that you need to have as you are teaching this. It continues by giving you all the information that you would need. It sets you up for everything that you're going to do. This is, it's kind of hard to see. This is the activity that you're going to be doing with when you're introducing consonant digraphs. They are making masks and they are acting out the book, My Awesome Grandmother. After the whole activity of making the mask, acting it out, putting together a list of animals that are in the book, that the science that's in the book, after that's done, after that whole creative activity is done, and they're understanding consonant blends, consonant digraphs, then your book again is telling you exactly what to do. Prior knowledge that you need to know before you start the lesson. You need to know that. It's set up for you in that cookbook. 1, 2, 3, do this, do that, do this. And then when you start to teach the lesson, it gives you directions in teaching the lesson. It's guiding you the whole way through, absolutely the whole way through. So the directions is 1, place 2 glittered SHs in the bottom of your magic hat. And it had told you before you needed to get a magic hat and wands. And then 2, you say this. 3, you're talking about the animals that they listed that were in the book. It also directs you that you are beginning to teach them to write sentences. The very minute they're learning about something, they are writing sentences about it. So that's a part of that whole introduction and the lesson. It's everything's going on. And then it's giving you words for spelling and reading practice. So you have all of the reading practice words and all of the spelling practice words that you could possibly want or need to use. Now, we're coming close to the end of this one. So our next one, part 3 of our deep dive, I want to talk to you about the levels and how you get from preschool to high school with phonetic reading with Silent Elephant E. See you in part 3.